Well, as long as the person is growing healthier and improving, then there is just simply growth or deterioration. And that's the basic consideration a person has to make, is whether they're either growing or they're deteriorating. And if you're deteriorating, then
there's no age at which you can't recover from. So even if you've let yourself go to the deathbed, you can come back.
Well, if many people on their deathbed show very little signs of movement or life, and if they can, the way to revive them is simply to direct them to move their head, because moving their head will direct the circulation to their brain foremost. And once the brain is empowered in that fashion, the major function of the brain is to provide for the health of the rest of the body. That's the brain's primary function, not thought or not memory, not knowledge. It's simply
survival.
Every animal in the world has a brain, and the reason for that brain is to provide for their health and their survival. But it has to be empowered through optimizing the conditions in which it operates. And for the person who's motionless, basically not showing any signs of life, that would be moving all the way to the left and all the way to the right, and if possible moving their head forward. And that movement of the head forward is like doing a sit-up, because that is the primary benefit of a sit-up, is simply to move the head forward, not to bend the trunk.
Yeah. So the things that we're doing here is improving your respiration and circulation.
Well, those are the basic vital signs of life, and if you can optimize them and not just simply let them go by chance, but produce the highest state of understanding in those processes, which is simply that in order to produce a optimal maximal flow, you have to alternate the muscular action by contracting as fully as possible and relaxing as fully possible, because it's the difference between the fullest contraction and the fullest relaxation that is the rate of flow. So a lot of bodybuilders who just tense their muscles or contract their muscles impede that flow, because they're not producing a alternation of the contraction and relaxation, just as the heart functions.
So you're utilizing the pumping action of your muscles to improve the function of your heart, is what you're talking about.
Well, we're actually using the other muscles of your body to create pumps throughout the weaknesses of the human body, which will be at the extremities of the body. That's where the circulation is weakest. It's because the heart only pumps blood in one direction, out to the extremities. And if there is not a voluntary contraction from the extremities back towards the heart, then fluids tend to accumulate there, and then toxins accumulate there, and then the body starts to break down because of the toxins are destroying the nerve cells and the responsiveness. But if you start pumping using your head, your hands, and the feet in an alternating contraction, relaxation, so that you're creating additional auxiliary pumps at your feet, at your hands, at your head, you make those areas into a strength rather than the weakness of the human body, and therefore life will be able to be sustained, at a high level, and even optimized, which is not a possibility of most people's lives in the past.
And the body already has the ability to function at a high level. You're born with it, and all you're doing is improving it. Is that you're utilizing what's already there. It's not a magic. It's simple.
Well, it's like most things in most people's lives, is that we have many resources, many things that work, but it's discovering and understanding how we can get the most out of what we already have, that is the secret and the difference in life.